Pipeattack. From aliens abducting the scariest bastard on the planet to colossally well-endowed Japanese samurai, we look at 15 awesome movies you've never heard of. Number 15. The Quiet Earth. Known fairly well with sci-fi fans, this gem from New Zealand has never gotten the mainstream attention it deserved for being a frightful representation of isolation. The plot revolves around a scientist who wakes up to find everyone else has vanished. He journeys around searching for others, going more than just a little crazy before he's finally joined by Joanne and the hulking Moriarty Api. The love triangle forms and things get super weird by the end of it. The film will make you question what it means to be alone, even if you do live in New Zealand. Number 14. A Boy and His Dog. This is Mad Max when Max was just occasionally irritable Max, so much so people have accused George Miller of ripping it off. A Boy and His Dog, though, shares little with our favorite road warrior other than the post-apocalyptic aesthetic, with the film being all about fucking. That's right, a secret underground society need Don Johnson's sperm to save the world, and there's a telepathic talking dog involved as well. This film puts crazy into the post-apocalyptic hellhole. Really, we should have seen some sort of crossover with Mad Max and at least the dog. That would put Fury Road to shame. Number 13. A Bittersweet Life. Featuring that guy who just played T-1000 in Terminator Genesis and Storm Shadow in G.I. Joe, this South Korean crime thriller is well worth a watch, or at least his name isn't Lee Byung-hun. Showing the clash between morality and the ethics of Korean mobsters, this film is a blast to sit through, and it's mainly due to the charismatic lead. The less you know about the film going in, the better, so we won't spoil it. Fortunately, we have Lee Byung-hun's Homeland films to showcase his talents because Hollywood seems to want to kill his career. Number 12. The Secret in Their Eyes. Winning the Oscar for the best foreign language film of the year it was released, this Argentinian film is one of the best produced in South America and also one of the most criminally unseen. The film follows two detectives investigating a murder case in the 70s and almost plays like a pseudo-true detective, jumping from the past to the present and featuring dark comedic elements throughout. Oh, and there's also one of the greatest shots ever put to film. Seriously, this stadium shot is worth the piece alone. This film puts modern crime films to shame and will give you a new appreciation for soccer, just for that one shot at least. And yeah, you probably heard about this one because of the Oscar win, so just complain about it in the comments. Number 11. Communion. Oh dear God. Why did the aliens abduct Christopher Wakin? I mean, were they looking for the most batshit crazy person on the planet to anal probe? I'll stop. This is a film that blurs the lines between bad and awesomely bad, with Wakin's performance nothing short of inspired and indefinitely quotable. Wakin confronting the violating aliens by the end of the film is something everyone needs to experience at least once. Just don't have a drinking game with this one because you'll probably die of alcohol poisoning. Number 10. La Grande Bouffe. Leave it to the French to make a movie that is hedonism pushed to its absolute limits and committed to celluloid. This film is about four wealthy men who decide, screw it, we're gonna eat, drink, and fuck until we die from it. And that's the plot. The four men gather in a huge house and put on the biggest feast you can imagine, resulting in most dark comic turn of events, including one character causing the plumbing to explode with his shit. Yes. He craps so much from the feasting, it bursts the pipes. That should give you some idea of how this film turns out. One more thing, if you have a weak stomach, don't watch this film. Number 9. Stage Fright. Another film from the Eurozone, but this time it's in a glorious Italian horror that has a guy killing people in the scariest owl mask you have ever seen. Set in theater where a group are rehearsing a play, said owl-masked madman quickly starts to pick off the group one by one. This leads to the comical but very scary version of a bird-headed man killing actors with a chainsaw. It's an underrated slasher. It has an iconic killer and gory kills worth watching for any horror fanatic, and those who play Hotline Miami should get a kick out of it too. Number 8. Spooky Encounters, or Encounters of the Spooky Kind, is a martial arts comedy horror from Master Sammo Hung, with a portly hero performing some awesome fights against the undead. For those who don't know Sammo Hung, he's an overweight Jackie Chan who could be argued as a better martial artist of the two. Hung has a great comedic ability, and the Spooky Encounters showcases this in spades. The end fight involves sorcerers and Hung being possessed by animal spirits to fight in different styles. If the master martial artist being possessed by a monkey while fighting a sorcerer doesn't make you say hell yeah, then we just can't be friends. I'm sorry. Number 7. Beyond the Black Rainbow. Alright, this film is more of an unheard of drug that will take you on a dream of a 1980s VHS covers and droning synthesizers. Creating a genuine 80s style with its creepy as shit visuals and haunting characters, this one that is already developing a cult following but remains divisible because of its very slow burn. But man, you just gotta pack your bags and enjoy this ride. Not to say that you need psychedelics to fully enjoy this film, but we're pretty sure that they would help. That should tell you if this is your kind of film or not. Number 6. Blowout. This reimagining of Antonioni's Blow Up gives John Travolta one of his best performances where he doesn't dance around. Taking up a noir atmosphere, Travolta plays on a sound Foley artist working on schlocky horror films. One night while out recording, he's witness to a political assassination that's made to look like a road accident. From there we get a tight thriller with John Lithgow playing a psychopathic hitman. Ending on a bleak note, this film is underlooked masterclass, and it will make you forget that this is the same guy from Saturday Night Fever on your screen, which is really hard to do. Number 5. Wakin, Fright. Australia is hell. At least that's the message from the film that shows how crazy people are down under, driven mad by too much beer and sun. With hilarious and dark moments one after each other, the film tells the story of a school teacher trying to get out of a small rural town in the outback. But after losing his money gambling, he ends up on the piss and hunting kangaroos. The film captures the unrelenting nature of life in the outback and how terrible it is for someone foreign to the landscape and the larrikin culture. With real footage of kangaroos being shot and killed, Crocodile Dundee, this is not. Number 4. American Movie. The first and only documentary on this list that gets a spot for being downright hilarious while showing the struggles of an artist that just can't get it together. Following amateur filmmaker Mark Bouchard and his seemingly impossible dreams of fame and passion for film. Mark is a compelling subject that means you can't help but want him to succeed in his dreams. But hey, while he may not have made it the way that he wanted, he did get to be a joke on Family Guy, which is almost like being a famous movie director. Number 3. The Last Wave. An unsung gem from Australian director Peter Weir, same guy who stuck Harrison Ford in an Amish village and Jim Carrey in a reality TV show. The Last Wave is about a secret Aboriginal tribe living in Sydney and leads to apocalyptic visions of the world ending due to weird weather and tsunamis. Packed full of atmosphere and trippy scenes of black rain and underground tribal caves, this is better than any disaster porn film. Weir is a master of atmosphere, and this film deserves to be up there with Picnic at Hanging Rock as a masterpiece of eerie supernatural horror. Number 2. A Hard Day. Another crime drama from South Korea, but unlike our last entry, this one is blackly humorous with consistent hilarious moments that go wrong for our protagonist. The story tells of an off-duty police officer who accidentally hits and kills a man on the road. And in an effort to cover it up, he places the dead body in his recently deceased mother's coffin. But everything cocks up, and a malevolent witness starts to blackmail our hero. From there, we get more ridiculous situations where comedy ensues. This one's fairly new, but well worth the effort to seek out, especially if you like to laugh at bad things happening to people. Hell, you're watching this, so it must be your thing. Number 1. Hanzo The Razor. The Shaft of Feudal Japan. Literally meaning all the innuendo involved. Hanzo and Razor is a comic collision of 60s cop film, samurai movie, and sexploitation. Hanzo is always against the corrupt system of government in Edo while trying to enforce the law, kinda like a Japanese Dirty Harry, but instead of a .44 Magnum, he's packing the world's biggest dick, which he uses to interrogate female prisoners with pleasure until they surrender the information. Along with his oversized junk, Hanzo has gadget swords, booby traps, and appetite for bloody destruction. 3 of these films were made and they were all equally as insane, with comedy sewn throughout, especially with the dick stuff. Funny, violent, and crazy as hell. This one cool motherfucker dealing out justice Hanzo style. And that's it for this countdown. Okay, bye.